hosted S.N.L last year, and at the end of your monologue, you made a plea to please free the people of Palestine. And you also said, please free the hostages. Were you nervous about that moment?
No. It's more nerve-wracking to not say something. It's more nerve-wracking to try to shield yourself from whatever criticism is going to come, and plenty of it has come. But I get more tense if I'm like sitting quietly trying to stay safe, you know. And you know what I said is completely inoffensive. You know, and that's the other thing, is like people are sensitive about it, or people might say, well, why didn't you say this, or why didn't you do that? But on the whole, there's nothing controversial about any of it.
Well, to say free Palestine on live national television wasn't common.
No, it's not
when you
common.
did it.
No.
Yeah, and talking about the hostages at the same time does anger some on the far left. I mean, one of the directors of the Oscar-winning doc No Other Land recently got a lot of blowback for something similar.
Yeah, I mean, look, there are false equivalencies in terms of power. That's what people are talking about. They're talking about dynamics of power. And so when you look at Gaza, you're talking about a place where their water and electricity are controlled. So even the framing of the earlier question of calling it a war, you know, I'm like, all right, whatever, call it whatever you want to call it. It's yes, there are two sides who are fighting, but there's a massive power imbalance, and that is just unequivocally true. And so, and even me
how would you frame it? What would be how would you describe it?
I mean, I just said it. It's literally literal power. Like, they could literally turn off the electricity. They could turn off the water. They can turn off what aid is getting in. So it's like, you know, it's like being in a wrestling match with someone where you're controlling the other guy's calories and how much water he gets. And, you know, it's like, okay, he sneaks a few power bars in that you didn't know about. You know, it's not, it's just its own thing. But where I stand from is like, I know so many people with kids. I hope to have kids. So for me to say all of that in one sentence, nobody wants there to be people getting bombed indiscriminately, and nobody wants there to be hostages. So there's nothing controversial for me in saying it. It is just when you're not saying everything that everyone wants to hear, they get upset. But anything I've said, I could, you know, I mean, jokes are one thing, but anything I've said sincerely, it's just like, I could tattoo it to myself, because it's not even, there's no problem. Like, I don't have, that's why I'm not afraid.